Phase one, we're going to debunk him in 1 minute, y'all. Listen, it don't take no time finding misinformation, but it take time correcting it. So bear with me. What is hell? Okay.
What is hell?
Simply put, hell is the abode of the dead of the underworld, first mentioned in the Beowulf in the 8th century in Old English, right? Coming from the Proto-Germanic helio, from the PIA to cover, from translated from the Latin infernus. That's it. It don't take all of this, an hour and a half of scribble, scrabble, scrappy bullshit to figure out what hell is. I just busted down to you etymologically, linguistically, and historically. He's not finna do this. He's talking about Al-Qadir. Y'all, we are not Arabs. Y'all, anytime you see the prefix al as an al-Qabalan, right, it's an Arabic word, right? Not native to Africa. 8th century, Beowulf. Y'all, we was in West Africa chilling. All these dudes drawing igloos, and I don't know what this shit is supposed to be. Why? How is it pertinent? How is a pyramid pertinent to the etymology, to the explaining of hell? You can't make it make sense, but these people have zero scholarship, and you asked me to clip you. Finally, the time has come. So we finna find any time you act like you know something, clip it and pop your scholarship. It's it.
You wouldn't know that unless you've been there yourself. And now it can be seen as a state. Is there an actual location where people are sent after they cross over or taken to after they cross over? You wouldn't know that unless you've been there yourself. And now, again, we're into these classes, speaking about astral projection and things like that. Through astral projection, just maybe you'll be able to have certain experiences, okay, like I have, that'll allow for you to see certain places or experience certain places and experience certain things and certain beings that let you know, no, these people aren't getting it from nowhere. Not the ones who wrote the Bible. And first of all, we got to do
astral project. Like he has. He is claiming that he can astral project. So being an etymologist, it's very easy for me to run down to this. So at the Age of Enlightenment, mesmerism, Swedenborgianism, the occult, right? The esoteric, romanticism, individualism, these faith-based cosmologies ultimately stemming from Neoplatonism and Hermeticism. This is when the first time you get in subtle bodies. But when the first time astral is even mentioned is in 1860s, right? With Eliphas Levi. Eliphas Levi. Y'all may not be familiar with that name, but y'all are familiar with that face. Y'all are definitely familiar with his symbology, right? In the Baphomet. This is the same nigga who created the Baphomet. So ultimately, this gets to 1875 with the Theosophical Society. Y'all may be familiar with the Secret Doctrine, with the co-founder of the Theosophical Society, Helena Blavatsky, right? Theosophy co-founder with her and Henry Steele Alscott. Y'all got to understand, this is the first time the astral body, the astral plane, that these terms are being used, right? I hope y'all know that these people influence Aleister Crowley, Anton LaVey, Farr, right? So pretty much ultimately Satanism, the Hermetic order, whatever, the dawn, all this shit, like I said, Hermeticism, where it come from. And you'll get some later conflations with the Monroe Institution, the out-of-body experience, all that shit. But ultimately, astral projection comes from Charles Webster Leadbeater, right? And I'm going to pull up some sources right here. But Anna Besant, him and Anna Besant, they was like the later version of Helena Blavatsky and Henry Steele Alcott. They was like the tag team duo. Charles Webster actually got removed from Theosophy for a whole lot of scandals, a whole lot of accusations about him messing with little boys, young boys. And it's crazy because you already follow a man who messed with young boys.
You now influenced any alcohol, drugs, or narcotics. You understand you're charged with 40 counts of aggravated child molestation, that you could receive a maximum sentence of 30 years in confinement for each count, that you're charged with 34 counts of child molestation.
I think we got a little pattern here. And along with that, and you being Mason, all these people, specifically the one we're talking about, Charles Webster being a Mason, originally an Anglican priest, joined Theosophy later in his life, but one of the ways that we could tell, like outside of him, like having these situations with these little boys, and 3 years later, after the accusations, he ran across an Indian boy, because I don't know if y'all know that like Theosophy kind of starts in like German, Russian. You have a lot of French people in it, but ultimately these people are starting this ideology in India, right? In India. So one day, the dude Leadbeater was walking down the beach and he seen this 14-year-old. I had to do the math on his birthday, but Jiddu Krishnamurti. Now, y'all might not be familiar with him, but he ended up being like a famous Mahatma or a supposed Mahatma. Same way like Gandhi. Gandhi got caught up into this too. But a dude supposed to be incarnated called Kutumi. Y'all, what the hell are y'all doing? I doubt y'all know about any of this stuff, yet y'all are regurgitating astral projection. Y'all do not know that it comes from people who had racist ideologies. Helena Blavatsky literally claimed Aryan, literally said that black people was inferior. Oh man, it's a whole bunch of pseudoscience, right? Helena Blavatsky said she was an Aryan. Who else subscribed to being Aryan? If y'all don't know, the Aryans are the Iranians. But misinformation, conspiracy theories, propaganda can all be conflated and digested by some of the most influential, some of the most powerful people, which it is. We see celebrities right now. I'm debunking FaiseOne, who has hella followers, glazing misinformation, shit that he can't tell you about in its origins, like the DaDonDadda can. So what are we doing? Y'all got to stop following people. Don't follow me. Don't follow me, motherfucker, because you can't jump as high as I can. You can't run as fast as I can. You need to stay at your own pace. Get your own scholarship, because the people you trying to follow are running from me. And that's a fact. This is the reason why the DaDonDadda stay blocked by a myriad of people, stay getting ducked by a litany of people. They don't want to get their misinformation debunked, stop their grift, stop their content creating, and ultimately stop their hustle. This shit is all about money. And when you all realize that these people chatting don't know one thing about the origins of what they talking about, then y'all still gonna get mad at me because y'all some emotional motherfuckers.